Hello, it's Briggs here, and like always, welcome back to All Day Anime. And in today's video, we will finally be deciding the best girl in the 7 Deadly Sins, and putting this debate to rest with facts and logic. You're clearly not just making this video so you can put anime girls in the thumbnail, and potentially get all the views. Shut up, talking about anime girls is just a lot of fun. And to make it even more fun, it will be done in a bracket style, because brackets make everything like 10 times better. The contenders for today are Merlin, Jericho, Elizabeth, Deanne, Margaret, Nero Vlasta, Terraria, and Elaine. However, before we begin, today's video is sponsored by Man or Vampire, which is available for iOS and Android, and the link can be found in the description below. You play the game as a party of adventurers. However, your main character is the only character in the game that is both human and vampire. It's really fast-paced and strategic, clicking different tiles to attack and heal, all while managing a full party of characters and their various skills. Going through dungeons and killing smaller mobs in this way is a lot of fun and involves a lot of strategy, especially the later you get into the game, and the boss battles are just the best. Again, it's available on both Android and iOS, the link is down below, it's free to play and a lot of fun, so definitely check it out, and in the process, you'll also be supporting the channel, which is an awesome bonus. But on that note, let's jump back into the bracket, and the first matchup is Merlin versus Jericho. Merlin is SSS ranked, smart, sexy, and strong. On top of that, she literally deceived the fucking gods. Let's move on to her opponent for this bracket, Jericho. So I promise I'd randomly generated the bracket and I didn't intentionally put her against Merlin. And I'm sure you can predict the result of this matchup, considering I dedicated an entire video to explain why she is worst girl. For those of you who haven't watched the video, I'm sure you're also wondering why I would rip on a strong female character with some badass scenes in season 2 and honestly some great development as a person. Clearly not just to troll you guys. At the end of the day, we love Bond. Therefore, we love Elaine, since Bond loves Elaine. We fucking stan. So Jericho trying to get in the way of that love makes her worst girl by extension. Basically, Bond greater than Jericho. Therefore, she will forever get cucked, both in the anime and in this video. Moving on. Next up, we got Elizabeth versus Deanne. And I'm definitely gonna trigger some people here. Sir Meliodas, shut the fuck up. Until her past was revealed, I honestly wasn't a fan. I just found her annoying. On the plus side, she united the sins and has some really cool and totally not overpowered healing abilities. Counter argument, she had to unite them because she can't do anything herself. And one of the people who helped her happens to be her opponent in the bracket, Deanne, the sin of envy. Not gonna lie, envy ain't the best quality. No one wants a jealous, envious, and self-conscious girl. But at the same time, we clearly all love a girl that can kick our ass. And compared to Elizabeth, for most of the series, Deanne is much more self-reliant. She's a giant that can kick your ass and literally use her abilities to bury your corpse. I understand Elizabeth becomes a lot stronger later in the manga, but for the first 2 seasons, she was just annoying in my opinion, and based on my biased opinion, I like Deanne better. She also has bigger boobs, which gives her a huge edge in an epic best girl battle. Imagine Deanne versus Elizabeth and Keijo. Deanne would bitch slap the fuck out of Elizabeth with her boobs and that ass. What the fuck has this video become? Again, based on my heavily biased opinion, Deanne greater than Elizabeth as a best girl. The next matchup is Margaret versus Nero Vlasta, and introducing Margaret is Animac from Anime Uproar. Their link is down below, and the reason he's doing this character is because I know he's a huge fanboy.
Hey guys, it's Animac here from Anime Uproar, and it honestly boggles my mind that the lovely Margot Leonys is constantly being overlooked by these self-described waifu connoisseurs. Not only is Margaret beautiful and kind, but she has many other superior qualities as well. In the early arcs of the story, she was able to see right through the deception of the Holy Knights right away, and she never stopped believing that the 7 Deadly Sins were heroes rather than traitors. And she was even prepared to serve time in the dungeons because of this conviction. She demonstrates her undying love and commitment to Gilthunder many times. And she also refuses to let herself be just a damsel in distress. When Gilthunder is abducted by Vivian, Margaret sets out to save him, and she even sacrifices her own body and allows herself to be possessed by Ludoshell in order to save Gilthunder. I mean, come on, we are talking about waifus here, gentlemen, which means that the girl in question must not just be attractive or an interesting character, but she must also have the best possible qualities that you would want in a wife. Sure, Merlin is sexy and interesting, but you can bet that she cares more about her magical research than she does about you. Terraria is super sexy, but one wrong move and she might kick your ass and eat your soul. Elizabeth is nice and caring and everything, but she's also a bit naive and ditzy at times. And Diane is great too, but she is prone to bursts of jealousy and anger, and this can cause a lot of damage since she is a giant with incredible physical strength. But Margaret is objectively the superior waifu. Kind, caring, brave, faithful, dedicated, and beautiful, all rolled into one. So if you want to be a pleb, I am telling you to stop it. A true man of culture will always go for Margaret.
Well done, Animac. Some great points, as always. Counter argument, Nero Vlasta's boobs are literally the size of Margaret's body. Moving on. And now for the final matchup of round 1, we have Terraria versus Elaine. It's a tough matchup to be fair, but at the end of the day I would like to argue that Terraria is much stronger than Elaine. Elaine is also dead for majority of the series, she looks like a fucking kid, while Terraria is hot as fuck and literally has never worn clothes. Despite being naked 24/7 and a demon, she is also a very pure soul. But I'll be sure to dive deeper into her character in later rounds cause clearly Terraria will be advancing and Elaine can continue to rest forever cause she dead. Well, not really technically, but I just wanted to make that joke. Advancing to the second round, we have Merlin versus Diane and Nero Vlasta versus Terraria. And I'm gonna be completely honest, this semifinals is weak as fuck. Merlin is without a doubt smarter than Diane. She is without a doubt hotter than Diane. I mean, Diane's cute and all, but Merlin's fucking sexy. And even though Diane is physically stronger, she will without a doubt lose to the overpowered Merlin. Again, Merlin is SSS ranked. Strong, smart, and sexy. So on that note, she is obviously going to the finals. And the other semi-final matchup is Terraria versus Nero Vlasta. And Nero Vlasta only made it this far because of her boobs and because I wanted to troll Animac. I would also like to point out that she has a terrible personality, she has a strong hatred for the Demon Clan, not caring for humanity, showing no empathy for Denzel's sacrifice to summon her, and blamed humans for breaking the seals on the demons. Nero Vlasta is a fucking bitch, and after her attacks didn't affect Terraria, she begged her to spare her life. So Terraria is clearly stronger, and despite being a demon, is a much better person than this big boobed goddess. And in the finals, we have two amazing girls qualified to be top tier waifus, but at the end of the day, there could be only one best girl, Merlin versus Terraria. Both of them gain a lot of points considering they are both close to naked for the entire series. Merlin uses magic to keep what little clothing she has on from falling off, while Terraria uses her power of darkness to cover up a bit and allow this series to appear on TV. In regards to SSS rating, Merlin is clearly smarter, not even a question. They are both hot as fuck, so you know what, I'll give it a tie. Or you know what, let's give it to Terraria after all, to make this one a little bit more fun since appearance is clearly subjective. So it all comes down to strength. More specifically, who would win in a fight, because Terraria is obviously physically stronger. But at the end of the day, Merlin's power lies within her magical abilities. My first point, number 1, Merlin would not be affected by her commandment considering she literally trolled the Demon King and Supreme Deity, stealing their blessings. Number 2, she can use Perfect Cube, which even Galen couldn't break, meaning if she wanted to, you wouldn't be able to touch her. Number 3, even if you kill her, you would only be killing her body because she can transfer her soul into her sacred treasure, making her immortal. Speaking of immortality, she doesn't age, which is clearly a top tier characteristic for a waifu. Number 4, her ability Infinity has literally been referred to as cheating within the actual series. And number 5, she also went toe-to-toe with Zeldris. So at this point, I think I've proven that even though Terraria is strong, her physical attacks would never be able to win against Terraria. I do think Terraria is an amazing character, she is so pure and her relationship with Monspeed is great. I also love her physical attacks, but at the end of the day, Merlin wins. Why? Because Escanor decided that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. As you can tell, I had so much fun with it. Remember to check out our sponsor, Man or Vampire, the link is down below, on both Android and iOS. Huge shout out to my friend Animac, and sorry about baiting you into recording audio only to get trolled. The link to his YouTube channel and Twitch is down below. We currently do a weekly podcast on his Twitch. I also stream on Twitch like every day. Yeah, that's where I've been. Since I'm already shouting everything out, Twitter and Discord links below. Also Patreon. I know you guys wanted a hashtag BriggsQ, but I'm honestly on a tight schedule, so leave your questions with the hashtag BriggsQ in the comments, and they may be featured in my next video. But on that note guys, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Shinpaku.